Hi, thanks for joining me today. I'd like to show you how to create a transaction with multiple deliverables. Our vendor is a cabinet maker named Tony from Stark Industries. Let's log in. Creating the transaction. The first thing Tony needs to do is create a new transaction by clicking the blue button in the top row. The vendor types in the customer's email address. If the email is registered in our system, it will auto-populate all the customer fields. Click Create Transaction to continue. Then click OK on the pop-up. We've now created the envelope for our deliverables. This envelope is the entire transaction. You can see the status is draft and the amount is 0. Let's click on that row. Adding deliverables. The transaction details page is displayed. This is where we create our deliverables. Let's create the first one by clicking the Edit button. We have 3 fields to fill in: title, amount, and description. For the first deliverable, the title is demolition. The amount is $1,000. And for the description, we'll enter, remove old cabinets while maintaining site integrity. Take the old cabinets to the dump. Let's review what we've entered before continuing. Now we'll click Add Deliverable. You'll notice there's now a purple Files and Media area where you can upload PDFs, images, or text files to support any details that go along with this deliverable. Let's add our second deliverable by clicking the Add Deliverable button in the top right corner. For the second deliverable, the title is Supplies. The amount is $500. And for the description, supplies necessary to complete the on-site installation. Let's make sure everything looks correct. Click Add Deliverable and OK on the pop-up. Now you can see the 2 deliverables we've created. Let's make the third and final one. Click the Add Deliverable button one more time. For the third deliverable, the title is Installation. The amount is $2,500. And for the description, supply and install new cabinets. Let's take a moment to review. Click Add Deliverable and OK on the pop-up. Sending to customer. We now have 3 deliverables adding up to a $4,000 transaction. We don't have any documents to add, so let's click Send to Customer. Read this pop-up carefully, it's an important one. It shows the currency, the number of deliverables, and confirms that an email with a payment link will be sent to the customer. Click OK to continue. Then OK once more. The customer will receive an email and can log into their dashboard to see the transaction and deliverables. Notice the status has changed to pending payment with the amount of $4,000. Let's log out and log back in as our customer. Customer funds the escrow. In the customer's dashboard, we see something similar to what we left in the vendor's view, a transaction for $4,000 that's pending payment. Let's click on that row. We can see the vendor has split the transaction into 3 deliverables, 1 for demolition, 1 for supplies, and 1 for installation. Scrolling up, there's a bright yellow Pay button. This is how the customer funds the escrow. Let's click it now. The Secure Payment Request window appears, confirming the money will be placed into secure escrow. Click the green Pay button. Click OK on the pop-up. Now we'll wait for the system to process the payment. Let me explain what's happening behind the scenes. The platform is taking the customer's dollars and converting them into a digital stablecoin called RLUSD. $1 equals 1 RLUSD. It's a 1-to-1 match. This stablecoin is then locked on a blockchain. Think of a blockchain as a public database. Unlike a private company database that only they can see and change, a blockchain is visible to everyone and can't be altered by anyone. This means both the customer and the vendor can independently verify that the money is locked and secure, without having to trust us or anyone else. The system is now creating 3 separate escrows on the blockchain, one for each deliverable. And there we go. The payment was successful. The funds are now secured in escrow. Let's return to the dashboard. Escrow is secured. The status has changed from pending payment to in escrow. Let's click on that row. In the escrow summary, we can see the full $4,000 is secured. Each of our 3 deliverables shows a locked status with a security badge. Let's open one and see what makes them unique. Each deliverable has its own security hash and its own monetary value on the blockchain. Click Close to continue. The customer has funded the transaction. Now it's time for our vendor to do the work. Deliverable 1, Demolition. Let's log out and log back in as our vendor, Tony. In the transaction details, we see our 3 deliverables, each secured at a different amount. Let's assume Tony has finished the demolition and is requesting payment. Click Submit for approval. If there were photos or documents, they could be added here. Add optional notes if needed. Click OK, then OK again, then Close. That triggered an email to the customer. Customer approves deliverable 1. Let's log in as the customer. A message has arrived. The first deliverable is ready for approval. The demolition was done professionally and to a satisfactory outcome. We'll click Approve Work. Click OK, then OK again. Looking at the transaction details, the $1,000 for demolition has been released. There's a note that says, Complete. Funds have been released to vendor via blockchain. Click on the badge that's now green. Notice it says, Escrow Finish Success, with the amount released and the security hash at the top. Click Close. Back in the transaction, the escrow summary shows $1,000 of $4,000 has been released. Let's log out and log back in as the vendor. Deliverable 2, Supplies. Tony needs supplies to complete the installation. He'll submit the supplies deliverable to get paid for materials. Click Submit for approval. Add a note if desired. Click OK, then OK again. Click Close. Log out as the vendor. Log back in as the customer. Customer approves deliverable 2. The vendor is requesting funds for supplies. We expected this, so we'll approve the release. Click Approve Work. Click OK, then OK again. Scroll to the top and click the X to close. Log out as the customer. Log back in as the vendor. Deliverable 3, Installation. Tony's crew has installed the cabinets and cleaned up the job. Everything looks good. Tony will click Submit for approval. Click OK, then OK again. Click Close. Log out and log back in as the customer. Customer approves final deliverable. This is the final deliverable, the installation. Everything went well. The customer is happy. Everyone's happy. Click Approve Work. Click OK, then OK again. All funds have been released. Each deliverable shows a statement confirming the vendor received payment through the blockchain. The status is now complete. Receipts and wrap-up. Let's open the transaction and generate a receipt. You can download a receipt or a completion report. They're similar, but one is more condensed than the other. Both download as PDFs to your Downloads folder. And that's it, a single transaction with multiple deliverables where everything was successful all the way through. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out.